Hi, I'm Stephanie, and I'm so excited to move with you today. In these next couple of weeks, we'll be focusing on strengthening the back side of our body, the posterior chain, so that we can bring more space into the front line of our body. I'm sure that we've all been sitting a lot, so this will feel really nice and balanced in our bodies. So, it is an all levels class, and what all levels means to me is that you listen to your body and give your body what it needs. So, if what I am suggesting in class doesn't work for you today, don't do it and possibly just make it your own. Make the pose customizable to your unique skeleton. And if you're an advanced practitioner and you need something a little bit more challenging, feel free to up-level the pose as you need. We won't be using any props today, just yourself and your yoga mat. And if you don't have a yoga mat, no problem. Just get something out that you feel comfortable kneeling on and balancing on. And we will start again in a grounding pose as we always do. For me, that is going to be child's pose. For you, that might feel it might feel better laying on your back to start. So you can either go onto your back, let your arms and legs go out wide, and I'll just show you what I mean in case you've never done it before. So this would be lying on your back, also known as corpse pose. And I will start in child's pose. Child's pose just feels a lot better for me. I like the sensation of the stretch into my hips because I am sitting a lot. But sometimes this pose doesn't feel great for everybody. So either on your backs or child's pose. Child's pose, your knees will come out wide, big toes to touch behind you. Walk your hands forward and reach your forehead down onto the ground. In here, we'll take a few rounds of diaphragmatic breathing, so deep belly breaths. If you feel comfortable doing so, close your eyes. Let go of all of your air. Through your nose, big breath in, let your belly expand. Maybe reach your fingertips a little bit farther forwards. And as you exhale, softly release your air out of your mouth and let your belly button contract up and into your spine. Let's do that 2 more times. Deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. One more time, deep, full breath. Fill your belly. Let your ribcage expand. Big open mouth, exhale. Wherever you are, gently make your way up to a seat with your knees together and feet together behind you. We're coming into toe squat to begin to open up the muscle fascia in our whole body. And I'm on my knees here, and I'll reach behind me and tuck all of my toes underneath the balls of my feet. And right away, you might start to feel very uncomfortable, and that is normal. Sit up tall. Fix your gaze on something in front of you. And then see if you can reach the crown of your head up towards the ceiling as you drop your shoulders down and away from your ears. Retract your shoulder blades together to expand your chest. And rather than focusing on the sensation in your feet and ankles, can you bring your awareness to your breath? Smooth breaths in and out through the nose. And you might be wondering, why are we doing this most uncomfortable position right now? If it becomes painful, come out of it by planting your palms forwards and maybe tapping your toes on the ground for a couple moments. And then coming back into it. We'll be here for just a couple more rounds of breath. But to answer your question, if you were wondering that, when we stretch the bottoms of our feet, we're able to stretch through the entire muscle fascia that lines throughout our whole entire body. So when we're in this pose, toe squat, and we're stretching the bottoms of our feet, which we never do, we're actually stretching all the way up into our neck and our shoulders, through our back. Take another full breath in and full breath out. Plant your palms in front of you, finding tabletop, and very gently begin to tap your toes onto the ground, waking them up, getting some fresh blood flow back into there. And then here I like to circle out my ankles, again just moving gently. And then we will find ankle stretch as you plant the tops of your feet on the floor, so toes are untucked, shoelace side of your feet are on the ground, and then you can sit back up into a tall seat or begin to walk your hands further behind you. Fingertips are facing forwards. You can look up, lead your chest up, continue to lean back even more, and maybe your knees will float up and away from the ground, stretching through your ankles and the tops of your feet. Breathe in, open, and expand through your collarbone. And as you exhale, softly release your knees if they were lifted. Walk your hands forward into tabletop. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Inhale, cow pose. Continue to breathe as you look forwards. Broaden your chest. Soft bend into your elbows and float your tailbone up. Take one more breath in. Exhale, cat. Push into your palms around your spine. Press your chin up into your chest. Again, inhale, cow pose. Carve your belly down. Open the front line of your belly. Exhale, cat. Push into the floor and round your spine. Take a few more of these on your own, welcoming any other movement in your spine that feels organic. And what I mean by that is possibly finding lateral side to side flexion in the spine. Maybe rolling out your neck, your cervical spine. Make sure that if you do something in one direction, that you make sure you go the other way. Whatever you are doing, take just a couple more rounds of breath on your own. And we're all at home here, so don't be afraid about what you look like. Just do what feels best in your unique body. Everyone's body is different, so I might do something that might look a little bit different from what you're doing, so keep that in mind as well. All right, as your hands are firmly planted, send your left leg up behind you, flex your left toes down towards the ground, and you're spiraling your left inner thigh up towards the ceiling, so you're finding an internal rotation in the thigh, in the leg. Root into your left palm and reach your right hand forwards, thumb to the sky. Take a big breath in, reach and lengthen through your spine, and make sure you're not dumping into the left shoulder. As you exhale, bend your left knee and reach your right hand behind you. Just use the muscles of the back line to open your hips and your chest, so shoulder blades draw together. Lift out of the left shoulder. Engage your left glute and hamstring, and maybe you grab your foot behind you. Take a big breath in Open mouth, exhale. As you inhale, carefully re-extend your right hand and left leg. Exhale, plant your palm, bring your knee to the ground. And we'll switch to the other side. Send your your right heel back. Flex your toes down. That internal rotation is happening in the thigh and hip. So you're pointing your right pinky toe down. And then lift your left arm forwards like you're shaking hands with someone. Again, root into your right hand. Stay strong through the right shoulder rather than sinking into it. And fire up your right glute. Push your right heel back behind you. Breathe in. As you exhale, bend your right knee. Left arm reaches back behind you. And before we do anything, let's refine our foundation. Push into your right hand, push into your finger pads, and then press firmly into your left shin. Expand your chest. Maybe you grab your foot behind you. Take a big breath in. This time, keep your lips sealed. Breathe out through your nose. As you inhale, re-extend left arm, right leg. And exhale, tabletop. Plant your palm, bring your knee down. And then walk your hands forwards just a tad. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees for high plank. Press firmly into the palms. Activate your chest solid through your core and your thighs. You can always take this high plank on your knees as well. And on your own, to your own rhythm, can you breathe in and out of your nose, called Ujjayi breath. This Ujjayi breath in and out of the nose will help to build heat within the body, to warm up our muscles a little bit faster, to oxygenate the blood, so we have a nice range of motion through our practice. Big breath in, and exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up, creating an upside down V shape. Press firmly into your hands. Again, pressing firmly into the finger pads, and notice if you are dumping weight into the heels of your palms. See if you can smooth out the distribution of weight into your hands, and then firmly press into the palms to press your chest back, decompressing your spine as it is inverted. Lift your tailbone up a little bit higher and yearn your heels down towards the floor. As you inhale, lift up onto your tippy toes, lift your heels, continue to press into your hands, press your chest back and lift your tailbone. Take an inhale, exhale, heels melt down, and then maybe if it feels good, you can pedal out your knees, bending one knee and then the other. Inhale, rise up onto your tippy toes, look forwards, bend your knees, and slowly walk your feet all the way up towards your hands for ragdoll pose. And in this ragdoll, we will take a chest expansion variation. So interlace your hands behind your back, elbows are bent at first. Your gaze is through your legs and you have a soft bend into your knees. Weight is shifted forwards towards the ball mounds of your feet. Use your toes as brakes. And then with your palms connected, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Maybe your fists reach up and overhead, and maybe your arms straighten. The crown of your head is reaching down towards the floor. You're engaging your upper back muscles to open your chest and continue to keep a soft bend into your knees. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, release your hands down towards the floor. Keep a soft bend into your knees, and as you inhale, slowly rise up one bone at a time. Your head will rise last after your shoulders. Take your time, no rush, and when you do arrive up into a stance, drag your shoulders up to your ears, roll them back and down onto your spine. Do that a couple more times, shrug them up, use your breath, and exhale, roll them back and down. Perfect. You can either keep your arms relaxed down by your sides, or you can connect your palms together in front of your chest, Samastitihi, standing at attention. And Samastitihi translates into English as setting an intention or saying a prayer. And it's important to tie your yoga movement with mindful intention, which is what vinyasa means, to place with intention, and that's what we'll do in each of these poses. And energetically, I welcome you to focus on what is around you first, and if you feel comfortable doing so, close your eyes. With your eyes closed, just notice different sounds that might be coming from a different room, maybe from outside. And without judging the sound or attaching an emotion or an idea or thought to the sound, just observe what it sounds like and just listen. And then begin to notice the sounds that are happening internally. Maybe your heartbeat, your breath, your thoughts. And again, no attachment to them, just listening. Take an inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Gently blink your eyes open if they're closed. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your arms up towards the sky. As you continue to breathe here, push down into your feet. Lengthen your side bodies and energize through your triceps. Take one more breath in. Exhale, back bend. Bend your elbows, lift your chest, look up, and lift out of your low spine. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Lead with your chest, hinge at your hips, and with a flat back, slowly begin to descend. And when you get to the bottom, hands reach to the floor, and you can round your spine with a soft bend into the knees. Weight is shifted forwards towards the ball mounds of your feet, and your tailbone is lifting high. Inhale, halfway lift. Slide your fingertips up to your shins. Draw your shoulder blades together. Continue to breathe here on your own as you gaze down. Make sure the back of your neck is long. And push down into your feet. Take another breath in. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms, step your feet back. Again, always option to take your high plank on your knees. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, lower all the way down to your bellies as you bend your elbows to hug your ribs and lower down. Hands stay underneath your shoulders. Feet are either together or hip width distance. Take a big exhale breath. Inhale, Cobra. Lift your chest, little to no weight in your hands as you use your upper back muscles to lift your chest and ribs away from the ground. Take one more breath in. Exhale, release, forehead to mat. Hands plant underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. You can either inhale to hands and knees, high plank, or hands and knees for tabletop or high plank, and then press up into a downward facing dog. We'll get that right on that second round through. Inhale, look forwards. Lift your heels, bend your knees, and walk yourself up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, stand up, get tall. Exhale, back bend. Bend your elbows, look up, press your hips forwards as you engage your glutes. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Lead with your chest. Use your whole exhale breath to get there. Inhale, halfway lift, strong core. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms, step your feet back. Again, option to go onto your knees. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, bend your elbows straight back to graze your ribs and lower all the way down to your bellies. Untuck your toes. Inhale, Cobra. No weight in the hands. Use your back strength. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes. Inhale, tabletop, hands and knees, or high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips high. Perfect. One more time, look forwards. Exhale, forward fold. Make your way to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, stand up, get big. Exhale, biggest back bend yet. Look up, squeeze your glutes. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Lead with your chest, take your time. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, high plank. Step back. All right, so for here, instead of lowering onto your bellies and taking Cobra, you can just hold your high plank and meet in down dog, or we can flow through Chaturanga, and I'll walk you through that. As you breathe in, hinge forward onto your tippy toes. As you exhale, bend your elbows straight back to hug your ribs and pause there in the low plank. Elbows are bent at a sort of 90-degree angle. Flip the tops of your feet down and inhale, upward facing dog. Lift your chest. This is where you might be in Cobra, but if you're in up dog, soft bend into the elbows. Expand your chest forwards. Lift your knees away from the ground as you engage your thighs and just look forwards. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, we all meet in downward facing dog, hips high. Good. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, lift your heels, walk yourself up. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, sit low as you fly your arms forwards and up. And just find a degree for your arms that are going to work best for your shoulders. Bend your knees as you sit a little bit lower. Take another inhale breath. Exhale, fly your arms back. Palms face each other, pinkies to the sky. Ignite your upper back muscles and reach through your fingertips as you engage your triceps. Sit a little bit lower in your seat. Take a breath in. Stay strong and squeeze as you magnetize your palms towards one another as you breathe out. Root into your right foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Left knee lifts up to hip height and arms fly up. Flex your left toes up towards the ceiling. Root into your right foot and begin to strengthen your right foot and ankle. Beginning to work on your balance. Keep your core engaged. Pelvis neutral. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, low fly crescent. Very slowly begin to kick your left leg back, hinge forwards, bend your right knee, and land soft. So you're hinging over your front knee, just like chair plane, palms face one another and magnetize towards one another to engage your upper back. Right knee stacked over your ankle, back heel stacked on top of the ball of your back foot. Inhale, crescent. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Just like in mountain pose in your upper body here. So your hips are stacked underneath the shoulders. Wrists are stacked over the shoulders. Gaze is neutral. Both of your feet are facing to the top of your mat. And then you're lengthening up through your side bodies. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, double lunge back bend. Bend your knees so your back knee hovers 1 inch over the ground, and then find a back bend as you bend your elbows, expand your chest. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Spin your back heel down, arms open to a T, and then look forward towards your right middle finger. Push down into both of your feet and feel your inner thighs engage. Good. Find a neutral pelvis again, and then press your right knee behind you, opening up your right hip. Take an inhale breath. Stay here for your exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Just reach your right arm high. Retract the left shoulder down from your left ear and lengthen through your right side body as you breathe in. Exhale, extended side angle. Right arm to your right thigh. Sweep your left arm forwards and up. You can either have your left bicep hugging left ear, or you can reach the arm straight up. Again, whatever feels best for your shoulders. Take a breath in, stay strong through your inner thighs. Breathe out as you orbit your chest to the ceiling. Inhale, reverse warrior. Straighten your front leg, reach your right arm high, and lengthen through the side body as you push into your right big toe. Breathe in. Exhale, low lunge, hands to the ground. Lift your back heel. Both of your feet are facing forwards again. Reach your fingertips forwards and tent your hands like there's little cupcakes underneath your palms. And then as you inhale, hop your left foot forwards and hug, spoon your left knee with the back of your right. Take an inhale breath. Point to your left toes. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot down beside the right. Relax your head and neck. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, sit low. I'm going to turn around so we can continue to face each other. Exhale, chair plane. Arms sweep back and up. Root into your left foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Lift your right knee up into the height of your hip. Flex your left toes up. Strong through your core and stabilize through your standing leg as you wrap your muscles around the bone. Notice if one hip, or particularly your right hip, is higher than the left, and see if you can even them out. Take a breath in. Exhale, low fly crescent. Hinge forward, fly your arms. Carefully set your back toes to the ground. And then just like in chair plane, activate the upper back muscles. Palms squeeze towards one another. And you're on the tippy toes of your back foot. Inhale, crescent. Lift your chest, lift your arms. Lengthen the side bodies. Continue to focus on a neutral pelvis as you find a micro bend into your back knee. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, double lunge back bend. Bend your knees, back knee hovers 1 inch over the ground. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, expand your chest. Inhale, back up to crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Back heel spins down, arms open to a T, gaze forwards. Continue to push down into your feet. And now energetically pull your feet together, ignite your inner thighs. Pelvis is neutral, core is on, and you're reaching in opposition through your fingertips to expand the chest. Take an inhale breath. Stay here as you breathe out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach your left arm high. Lengthen the space between your left hip and your left shoulder as you breathe in. Exhale, extended side angle. Left arm down to the left thigh. Right arm swings forwards and up, either keeping it at that angle or sending your arm straight up to the ceiling. Either way, can you focus on your obliques to keep your torso lifted rather than your bottom arm? Engage your inner thighs and rotate through your mid-spine to lift your chest up towards the ceiling. Good. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your front leg. Reach your left arm high. Push into your left foot. Reach up a little bit higher. Breathe in. Exhale, low lunge. Hands to the floor. Back heel pops up. Breathe in as you tent your hands forwards and spoon your right knee behind the left. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot meets the left, tailbone to the sky, chin to chest, round your spine. Inhale, halfway lift, strong core to protect your back. Exhale, forward fold. Good. We'll move a little bit faster, just breath to movement. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, fly your arms up. Exhale, chair plane, swing your arms back. Left knee lifts, breathe in, one-legged mountain. Exhale, low fly crescent, gracefully step back as you hinge forwards. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach your arms up. Exhale, double lunge back bend. Bend your elbows, lift your chest, and hover your back knee. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Good. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach up, stay strong through your legs. Exhale, extended side angle. Upper body rotates to the sky. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your front leg. Exhale, low lunge, hands to the floor. Good. Inhale, tent your hands forwards and spoon your left knee behind the right. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Protect your low back. Stay long in the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit low. Exhale, chair plane, fly your arms back. Right knee lifts. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, low fly crescent. Carefully set your toes back. Inhale, crescent. Lift your chest and arms. Exhale, double lunge back bend. Get low in the legs. Expand through your chest. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your front leg. Exhale, low lunge, hands to the floor. Pop your back heel up. Breathe in, tent your hands forwards. Spoon the right knee behind the left. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, strong core. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees, sit low. Exhale, chair plane, fly your arms back. Left knee lifts. Breathe in. Exhale, low fly crescent. Land soft. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, double lunge, back bend. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle, reach up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, tent your hands, Shiva squat, knees together, knees bent. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair, bend your knees, sit low. Exhale, chair plane. Doing good. Inhale, right knee lifts. Exhale, low fly crescent. Carefully land back. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, get low. Open your chest. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Stay strong. Stay focused. Breathe in, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Lift up, lift back. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, Shiva squat. Right knee behind the left. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Heel toe your feet, hip width distance. And then we'll take that chest expansion one more time. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Elbows are bent so that you can connect your palms together. And then maybe as you expand your chest, your fists reach up and overhead, and maybe your arms straighten. Keep a soft bend into your knees. Weight is shifted forwards towards your toes. Tailbone lifting high. Crown of head reaching down. And without attaching an emotion or any judgment to thoughts you might be having, can you see them? Listen to that internal sound and just let it go without attaching onto it. Release your hands towards the ground. Plant your palms and step back into a tabletop position. Tabletop, hands and knees. From here, we'll take a side plank, modified side plank. So I'm going to flip over. Right toes are going to step off of your mat. You can keep them tucked or untucked, and then step your left foot back and reach your right arm high. So modified side plank. This is great to continue to build strength in your obliques. And if you would like a little bit more, you can float your left foot up in line with your hip. See if you can stack your wrists, your shoulders. Open your chest and hips so that they are both facing the side rather than an angle down. And flex your left toes towards your face. You can stay here again to continue to work on building your balance, or if you'd like to open your left quad, bend your left knee, reach behind you. Maybe you can grab onto the outer edge of your left foot. Take a breath in, and then knit your ribs in, squeeze your abdominal muscles, and notice how as you engage your core, that stretches a lot deeper into your left quad here. As you breathe in, re-extend to a side plank. Exhale, we all find tabletop, hands and knees. And then I'll go ahead and switch back to the other side. So this time, left foot steps off of the mat, toes tucked or untucked, right foot steps back, and inhale, right arm reaches up high, modified side plank. You can either look down or you can look up to the top hand. You can stay here to continue to build that strength in your core, or start to float your right heel up in line with your right hip. Again, try to push into the left hand, lift out of the left shoulder, and continue to keep your chest and hips facing the side rather than down. Stay here or bend your right knee, reach your right hand behind you, and maybe grab the outer edge of your foot. Again, finding a still object to look at, something in front of you or down. Maybe look at your thumb. And then notice if your rib cage is splaying out, contract them in as you engage your core, and feel a deeper sensation in your right quad, the front of your thigh. Slowly release your foot, breathe in, and exhale, tabletop, hands and knees. Awesome. How you doing? Good. This might be a great chance to grab a tiny sip of water if you need. Maybe towel off. I'm super sweaty right now. It's also very hot outside, which is great. I love the warm weather. But grab some water, towel off, and when you're ready, we'll meet in a downward facing dog. So downward facing dog, plant your palms underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, lift your hips up, and press your chest back. And while we are inverted, know that anytime your head is below your heart, you're in an inversion. And when you're in an inversion, your diaphragm has to work to push up against the abdominal organs, when usually it has the help of gravity to do that. So when we're upside down, it's like doing bicep curls for your diaphragm. And what that does is help to increase our lung capacity, helps to have us take deeper, longer breaths in and out. And it also helps to strengthen our postural muscles as well. Knowing that, breathe in through the nose, staying in our inversion through your nose, breathe out. Inhale, lift your right leg up, 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 up. Engage the right glute, evenly press into both of your hands. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot between your hands and use your right hand to assist your foot forwards if you need. Inhale, crescent lunge. We've been here before. Lift your chest, lift your arms up high. Take an inhale breath through the nose. Through your nose, exhale, hinge forward, low fly crescent. As you inhale, load your weight forwards and float your left foot up. Now, if you need to hop the back toes up first and then take flight, we're moving into airplane pose, Shavasana. As you root into your right foot, squeeze your left glute to lift your left heel. And what's important in here is that you have a solid line from the crown of your head out through your back heel, your left heel. So if that means you're at a diagonal like this, that's okay. We are working towards a horizontal line, but know that the shape and what it looks like is not important. Rather, what is important is that you're engaging the correct muscles and that it feels right in your body. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, low fly crescent. Whew. Inhale, crescent lunge, arms reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Good. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten the front leg, reach up and back. Exhale, balancing half moon. So back hand to back hip, right hand reaches forwards. Bend your right knee. You can reach down first for extra support. And also if you need extra support, you can hop the back foot up as much as you need as we move into balancing half moon. On your right foot, stamp the floor with your foot. Engage all of the muscles around your right leg. Root down into your standing leg to create a solid foundation. And your left foot is flexed towards your face, up at the height of your hip. You can keep your hand at the hip or reach your left arm high. And maybe you find Chapasana, bend your left knee and grab the outer edge of your left foot. Take an inhale breath. Stay here as you breathe out. Inhale, balancing half moon. And then bend your right knee, land soft. Inhale, back to reverse triangle, reach up and back. Exhale, low lunge, hands to the floor. From here, plant your palms. Inhale to high plank or single leg high plank. Right foot stays lifted. You can stay in high plank or exhale, one-legged Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog if you took the Chaturanga. Exhale, we all meet in downward facing dog. Through your nose, breathe in. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Evenly press into your hands. Use your left glute to kick up a little bit higher. Breathe in. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot between your palms. And again, assist your foot forwards if you need to. Inhale, crescent lunge. Arms reach up, strong through your core and solid in your foundation. Breathe in. Exhale, low fly crescent, hinge forwards. Load your weight into your front foot. Inhale, airplane. Start to hinge forwards. Squeeze both of your glutes to stand up on the left leg and float the right heel up. Spiral your right inner thigh up, finding internal rotation in the thigh. Look down so the back of your neck is long. Breathe in, stay strong, stay focused. Let go of any attachment to what you think this should look like. Take a breath in. Low fly crescent as you breathe out. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. And I'll turn around and face you. Inhale, reverse triangle, reach up and back. Exhale, balancing half moon. Back hand to back hip. Start to lean forwards and float your way up into balancing half moon. Again, stamp into the bottom foot, into your mat. Stamp your right heel back, and maybe your right arm reaches. Keep your gaze on a non-moving object. Breathe. And if you fall out, you can go right back into it. Stay here to continue to focus on building balance and strength in the standing leg, or Chapasana is here for you. Bend your right knee. Grab the outer edge of your right foot. Continue to breathe into your right thigh, your right quad. Keep your chest open, your hips open, both facing the side, just like we did in our side plank. And then inhale back to a modified balancing half moon. Land soft. Whew. Inhale, reverse triangle. Reach up and back. Exhale, low lunge, hands to the floor. Inhale, high plank or one-legged high plank, left foot is lifted. Exhale, Chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips high. Deep breath into the nose. Big open mouth, exhale. Again, deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, low lunge, step through. As you reach in, tent your hands forwards. Breathe in and then find Shiva squat. Hop your left knee forwards and spoon it underneath the right. Keep your left hand tented and take your right hand, grab the inside arch of your left foot. Awesome. From here, find a non-moving object to look at to stay balanced, and then begin to stand up on your right leg. If you lose the grip of your foot, no worries. You don't have to hold on to it. You can stay here in a hamstring curl with your left foot lifted and knee bent to continue to focus on building balance and strength in your right leg. Otherwise, you have the inside grip of your left foot. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, revolved dancer's pose. So you have opposite hand to opposite foot. Hips and chest stay square to the front of your mat. Lift up through your left fingertips. Expand your chest. Use your left glute and hamstring to drive your knee back and point through your left toes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, mountain pose. Release your foot, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into downward facing dog. You can move through a chaturanga if you would like. And we're all meeting in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step through. Inhale, tent your fingertips forwards. Exhale, Shiva squat. Right knee spoons behind the left. Keep your right fingertips planted. Grab the inside arch of your right foot with your left hand. Keep your gaze fixed and very carefully activate that left glute to stand up. And again, it's okay if you don't have a grip on your back foot behind you. Again, just focus on hamstring curling the heel up towards your glute and balancing on your standing leg. Awesome. So as you root down into your left leg, inhale, reach your right arm high. As you exhale, revolved dancers. Kick your right foot into your left hand. Keep your chest lifted. Fire up the whole back line of your body and continue to breathe. Let go of any idea of what is right and what is wrong in this pose. Let go of any attachment of what you believe should this pose look like. That's not a full sentence. Talking and breathing and challenging poses is what we practice here so that we can breathe and talk in challenging situations off the mat. Inhale, mountain pose, release your foot. Oh, that feels good. Reach up, up, up. Exhale, forward, fold, hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward, fold. Bend your knees, have yourself a glorious seat. I don't know about you, but I am sweating. Sweating is good. You want to sweat at least once a day. All right, legs are straight out in front of you. Remove your glutes from behind you. Flex your toes up and keep your knees bent first. You'll have an opportunity to straighten them if you would like in just a moment. As you breathe in, sit up tall. Exhale, seated forward fold. As you keep your knees bent, walk your hands forwards. Maybe you grab for your ankles, your calves, the outer edges of your feet or your big toes. Keep your back straight. Don't round your spine yet, but back stays straight and tall, and you're just hinging at the hip joint and keeping that angle in your upper body. Then begin to drive your heels forwards, maybe straightening your legs, but keeping a soft micro bend into the knees. Take an inhale breath, hinge forward as you lead with your chest. Now exhale, round your spine, chin to chest, round your upper back, forehead towards your knees. Begin to find open mouth exhales here. Open mouth exhales, releasing all of the heat that you've built internally. Keeping your chin towards your chest, begin to slowly rise back up to a seat as you inhale. Bend your knees, scoot yourself forward and lower all the way onto your back. Bend your knees, cross your right ankle over the left. Supine figure 4. You can either push your right knee away with your hands or lift your left foot and interlace your fingers behind your left hamstring. Send your left heel up towards the ceiling if you took that variation and you want an extra hamstring stretch. Flex your toes down and drive your heel up. Use your right elbow to push your right thigh away from you, finding an external rotation in the hip. Breathe in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Bend your left knee if it was straight, uncross your legs, and switch to the other side. Left ankle over the right thigh. You can keep your right foot planted and just push the left knee away with your hand, or interlace your fingers, just taking whatever variation you took on the other side. And welcome you to close your eyes for the remainder of our practice together. And with your eyes closed, begin to again listen to the sounds, at first from far away. Maybe someone in your apartment building next door, a car driving by. Hug your knees into your chest. Bring your left leg down onto the mat. hug your right knee up into your armpit. Breathe in. Exhale, supine twist. Bring your knee across your body. Right arm out, gaze is either up or over to the right, and then close your eyes. And again, as you listen to these distant sounds, try not to attach a thought or any judgment to it. Just listen to those sounds. Breathe in as you hug your knees into your chest. Neutralize your spine. Send your right leg long. Breathe in as you squeeze your left knee up and into your armpit. Exhale, supine twist. Bring your knee across your body. Reach your left arm out to a T or a goalpost shape. And now if you're looking at the screen, you may have noticed that this is where my microphone turned off because I was leaning into it. So for the remainder of the video, you might notice that my audio does not match what you're seeing on the screen. But as you take a moment to breathe here, I wanted to point out that we as humans, we get attached to ways of thinking, ways of being, ways of eating, ways of working, and ways of connecting. And we tend to be attached to a past event, experience, or relationship. And in yoga philosophy, there is a practice of non-grasping, non-attachment. Breathe in as you draw your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze, and then gently make your way into corpse pose, Shavasana. Allowing your legs to find a shape that works best for your hip joints, and finding an angle for your arms that work best for your shoulder joints. And begin to get grounded, and as you settle in, notice if your low back might need some space and support. You can bend your knees, plant the soles of your feet on the floor, bring your knees together and feet out wide. I like to keep my legs straight out forwards, and relax your inner thighs, snuggle your shoulder blades towards one another to be a platform for your chest to open up wider. Notice if you can relax the muscles in your face a little bit more. And take a slow breath in through your nose, fill up your belly. Open your mouth, let it go. So this idea of non-grasping, non-attachment, can you identify where and what you might be holding onto? And see if you can practice right here, right now, letting go of attaching or grasping onto any sort of idea or emotion. And we do that by practicing a parigraha, non-attachment to these external sounds, these external forces around us and within us. As you slowly breathe in through your nose, fill up your belly, And as you open your mouth, exhale and sink into your mat. Again, deep, full breath in. Fill your belly, ribs, and chest. Big open mouth, exhale, ground into the floor. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Separate your top and bottom teeth. Relax the muscles in between your eyebrows. Begin to take a full body scan from your toes all the way up through your legs, your hips, your chest, and again up through your head as you turn everything off. We'll be here for a few minutes, so allow yourself to fully surrender and just observe what you can listen to, and from those observations, see what you can let go of. Without moving a muscle, bring your attention back into your body and acknowledge if you would like more time in your resting pose. And if you do, please stay just as you are. Only if you are ready to come out of Shavasana. Begin to deepen your breath. And again, only if you feel ready to come out of Shavasana, take a slow breath into your nose. Sigh it out. Again, deep, full breath in. Let your belly get large. Sigh it out. As you're ready to awaken your body, begin to move your fingers, toes, wrists, and ankles. Stretch your arms out long behind you, point your toes forwards. Mindfully pull one knee at a time into your chest.
Roll over to either side so that you can gently push yourself up to a seat. Connect your palms together in front of your chest. Bring your gaze to your fingertips or close your eyes. Sit up tall as you breathe in. Draw your chest up and into your thumbs. And ground back down into the floor as you breathe out. Letting go of some experience or way of being from the past is not easy. And what aparigraha, non-grasping, non-attachment, reminds us to do is to be fluid to change, fluid to transition, because we will always encounter change in our life. And when we hold on tightly to things, people, or feelings from the past, we miss out on what is happening right in front of us. The more we are able to accommodate changes, the more present and easygoing and enjoyable life can be. Continue to remain soft in your face. Continue to breathe at a natural rhythm. When you are ready, bow forwards, honoring the love, light, and strength that lies within each and every one of us. Namaste. Thank you so much for moving with me today and practicing non-attachment, non-grasping to material and immaterial objects. And I believe that this has been such a challenging situation for all of us, being in quarantine, stay-at-home order, because we get attached to ways of being, and it's not easy to let go. And so this practice of listening and observing and learning from those observations allows us to grow and be fluid. Thank you so much for, again, practicing with me. My name is Stephanie, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Take care.